What we have here is about 3,000 people who decided not to vote either way, and now they're only about 3,000 votes apart in the election so far. So this really did come down to every vote counts, everybody's opinion matters, and it's unfortunate to see such low voter turnout this year. Several dozen nurses are here from Sutter Roseville this morning, and they are all on strike, saying that they need better care for their patients. They need better staffing inside the hospital. One of those police officers was standing right here with a helmet on, and he said, "You are on your own." She is outside with her weapon. And so we were absolutely a little on edge at that point, but we stood back. And it starts right here in the Capitol Mall. So I want to give you a firsthand preview of what these cyclists from all over the world are going to be embarking on.
The snow is so light, your skis just kind of float on over it a little bit. And as you head down, it's only going to get even better. The snow continues to fall this morning. We're not going to see it let up, so we're expecting another foot in the Sierra today, guys. This is epic for spring skiing. And I want to show you perspectively where we are this morning. The airstrip for Mather Field is right across the street from where this fire burned, so you can see it was very close to where the airport is and to all the aircraft that has to come in through this location. But right behind me, still smoldering this morning. Many were actually dressed in camo. It's almost like a war zone out here. If you drive by, many are dressed to hide within the plants and the bushes. We've reported on these stories several times, unfortunately, but to be in the middle of it, to be one of the people rushing to the shops to try to get to safety, to be grabbing onto the small children to try to get them inside, it was very terrifying. These are the pictures that his family is left with now, of the memories that they had with him, his two beautiful daughters and his wife Susan. And of course, this family meant so much to him, as did his law enforcement family. A vote is looming either way, and I can tell you that the Senate room behind me here at the state capitol is packed with lawmakers and parents, both for and against SB 277. Today is a very big milestone in the construction of the downtown arena. The steel beam, the first steel beam, is going to be put into place right behind me. Also, we have just been given an update. This fire is now 45% contained. Firefighters say they hope to have that number increase by the end of the day. She has long been ranked as one of the best female runners for the 400 meter in the world. And joining us this morning, we have Sonia Richards-Ross. Good morning, Sonia.
Hi, Dina. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. 4 gold medals on this girl's rap sheet. Imagine yourself going out to your kid's soccer game, or say you're just going to run into the store for a minute, right? You're going to put your dog inside of your car. You're going to leave the window cracked. You might even leave some water. Well, think again. Veterinarians say absolutely not. You really can't get out of this place without trying the deep fried asparagus. You want to bite, or you already had some?
Well, it's a little early in the morning.
I already had asparagus ice cream this morning. Not too early for me. All right, we know you're busy, Maisel, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, he's going to go back and do his civic duties this morning. Once again, another busy night for Northern California sports teams. It seemed like the night would never end for the River Cats over at Raleigh Field. He was paying about $400 a month at Sac State for childcare. Now they're looking at about $400 a week.
Oh,
so
wow.
You can see if it's not going to be more beneficial for you to get the $15 an hour job, and it's going to be $15 an hour in childcare, you have to really weigh the pros and cons there. It's been a long sought after quest to connect Squaw Valley and Alpine Meadows, and as we stand on the peak of the Sierra here on the top of White Wolf Mountain, if a partnership goes through, this could potentially be home to the largest ski resort in the United States. The 10th annual Amgen Tour of California kicked off this morning with the Women's Stage 1 event right here in South Lake Tahoe, and a big story of the day was the weather. How would this play a role in how these women were able to get out of the gate and be able to cycle around the lake, the 75-mile loop that they were going to be making? Well, it certainly did snow over the course of the last several hours up here. We want to take a quick look back on our roadways with our live drive crew this morning up in the Sierra. You see there, it is May. Your eyes are not fooling you. That is snow. Yes, it is snowing right now up in the Sierra. All right, a closer look to the valley this morning. Everything you see here in green is indicative of the fact that we could have some moisture on the actual road. This isn't just up in the air and the precipitation in the clouds. This is actually down at the ground level. Taking a live look this morning at Squaw Valley up in the Sierra, 46 degrees and a beautiful day so far. Things are really going to start to change though. A lot of unsettled weather will be heading into the Sierra range. First, look at the weather we are waking up to. The beautiful sunrise right now over the valley. Gorgeous shot there as the clouds just line overhead. 57 degrees currently in Sacramento with the wind coming in out of the southeast, 5 miles per hour.